lock it as well. Thank you. Good morning everybody. Yesterday was a quiet vlog. I did chat and stuff in the video, and then when I was editing it I was like, oh, I'm too tired. So I just put music over it and I fell asleep before I finished editing it. That's why I had it up this morning. I was just showing you the bees that my mum made for the children absolutely ages ago when they were teeny tiny. So I've got them out because Arden is obsessed with my bees, and I said, you've already got some. But I just wanted to say as well, hello to all the new subscribers that have come over. If you haven't been here for a long time, then you might not know. My name is Kaylee. I used to have the channel Shadows at Midnight, and I had made lots of videos on there. But I was unable to monetize the channel because I set up the Google Pay stuff wrong, and then it was a faff. But hello. We have a frugal lifestyle. We used to be incredibly frugal through necessity. We still have to be frugal now, but before there was nothing, like nothing. A lot of circumstance and the way the world was, and low income jobs and all of that. So it's different for us now. Chris is in a much better position with his job. He earns now what we used to bring in as both of us. So that's great. So that helped in a way, because I was really low income and he was really low income. We're now on his income managing, because we had to manage before. But at one point when the world shut down, there was just no money, and so we started using credit cards to pay for all of our food shop and stuff like that. And so now we're trying to get out of that debt spiral that we were in. And we were in this constant cycle of using buy now pay later, because we couldn't buy the things that we needed. So if children needed shoes or something, it would go on that. We were in the position that we didn't even have any spare cash to get second hand at one point. And so yeah, we were in a spiral, and we're getting out of it now, and we're doing a lot better. And the channel's helped me to do that, because I've had loads of lovely people, like when I've had dresses gifted to me, and people have given me yarn and things like that, which meant I've just been able to have a lot more fun with things. It's been less stressful in that sense, which I'm very grateful for. And no, I don't feel greedy. Someone asked me if I feel greedy for that. No. I don't share what I give back to people, because that's between me and those people. And like with the Christian way of looking at it, you do these good deeds to show the God's light through you. I don't do them for the glory. The glory is God's. So yeah. And also with like the spooky decorations for Halloween. We don't celebrate Halloween. I love spooky things. I love Scooby-Doo. Like I love Scooby-Doo. And I like that original Scooby-Doo's. And also there was one Mystery Inc. I thought that one was great as well. But I love that there's no real monsters. The monsters are the people. And I strayed away from anything to do with it for a bit, but then it was getting more questions of like, why don't we do that, mummy? Why don't we do this, mummy? Mummy, is that scary? Is that why we can't go near that? And I was just like, do you know what? No, it's not. It's fine. Like, so we started putting spooky stuff back up, because I love that, and I made them things, and they bring me a lot of joy. And for us, there's no spooky stuff. It's just people making bad decisions, and so that's our view on that. Everyone is different. I don't really talk about homeschooling in depth, because people have a lot of opinions, and I'm not interested in that. I don't want to promote anything. I'm not trying to glorify my life. I am always practicing being mindful. I'm always practicing gratitude and having an abundance mindset and being grateful for everything we've got. I've been in a situation where it's like silly little things, like I couldn't afford to buy butter, so we didn't have butter for a couple of weeks, and when we got butter it was like the best thing ever. And that has taught me so much about being grateful for everything. And I'm like that with a lot of stuff. We didn't have hot water for a bit, we didn't have heating for a bit, you know, like everyone goes through that, and I'm not glorifying anything. I've also had a comment about we're not as bad as we make it seem or something. Like, no, I'm very honest. Like, this is it. I'm not saying anyone should do anything I'm doing. I just love what I'm chatting about, and if the videos aren't resonating with you, then don't watch them. It's not a big deal. There's plenty of people to go and watch that might suit you better, but here I'm just having a lovely time. I film the things I love, the things that make me happy, things that bring me joy. I try really hard to find the tiny little moments of joy that are hidden in each and every day, like the milk when it blends in with the tea. I love that sort of stuff. I love slow living. I'm not trying to preach to anyone. This is what I like, and if you like coming along and watching, wonderful. With the homeschooling for the children, you won't see sit down traditional learning all the time because they're not 7, and so with the Charlotte Mason and Waldorf philosophies, they focus on like the heart and the hands and the mind, and so like, or head, the three H's, the hearts, the hands, the heads. Until then, there's not a lot of sit down reading, sit down learning. It's more like reading aloud, introducing them to different topics and concepts. Play is the biggest way children learn. I'll show you as well a thing that children learn in the garden thing that I have on the wall, but that's why it doesn't look as traditional, although we do that. We have workbooks and I sit down and do that, but they're not, at the moment, they're not the most important to me, because play is the most important. So you've seen this morning, Winnie's busy gaining confidence in her skills. She's been creating drawing things for Arden, and they're always writing and sounding stuff out, and I'd rather they built their confidence. There's no good having a skill if you've not got the confidence to use it, so that's how that works. But yeah, it's just my little life, and I'm happy with the things I'm doing, and I love chatting about them, and I love the company of sharing videos and chatting with everyone that's like-minded, and I've met so many wonderful people. I'm not trying to preach to anyone, I'm not trying to say this is the best, I'm not trying to glorify anything, so you're very welcome if you just love the little things in life, as I do. Right, I'm going to go take their beads into them, and I'm going to crack on with some more knitting, because I am shattered. I didn't get any sleep last night. I was on the sofa with Arden. He was up the night before. I think since, what are we today, Friday? I think since Wednesday I've maybe had 6 hours sleep in total. I'm exhausted. And we've had really busy days as well. I had the whole garden day, and then we went to Blue Water and went to the cinema. So yeah, I'm really tired. My bed is covered in washing that I need to put away, but I'm just going to sit down and rest, because I didn't used to rest my body, and because of that I've had a mini stroke and some of my eye is blind, so I'm not going to push myself too much anymore. I've had 2 busy days, and now I'm going to just sit and knit until I feel better this afternoon. And I think pacing yourself and realising how important rest is really, really important. Hope I'm not banging the phone too much. But yeah, so I'm going to go and knit. And the big thing for my day, I have one plan per day. And today's plan was change the cover on the sofa. So you've seen it, I've put it in the wash. I'm very excited that it's going to get washed. And then I'm going to put it on the sofa. And Stitchy Jam Knits, Jay, they asked a question. Hi Jay. You asked about my labels on my bags, where I got them from. I designed them on Amazon, and someone on Amazon printed them. So if you go like customized labels or personalized labels or something like that, I had a look on Etsy, but Etsy was more expensive, so I went to Amazon. And with Amazon, when I have problems, they always give me refunds, so I don't worry about ordering from them. I don't think there's any more questions. I would like to say though, I'm being very well behaved, because Mum left these with me from the cinema, because I didn't want to take chocolate in, because the children would just get covered, and I haven't eaten them yet, and I'd just like to put that out there, so be proud. I'm very proud. Claire, I've been getting your order ready. Mimi's got a pot of pens there, and when she's ready to do some decorating. This blanket my mum made as well. It's a honey blanket. And they're playing with this stem toy. And you build your own gardens.
Buzzy bees.
And they're buzzy bees, yeah. And they're going to come back and bring it to the hive and make honey.
Like that.
So when it just looks like they're playing, there's always an intention behind it. Everything I put on the telly, everything
How do I do this?
that I've got in the house for them to play with, there's always an intention behind it. Whilst you're over here, I thought I'll show you what I got yesterday. I got 2 Christmas tree ornaments. They're over there, I'll show you them in a minute. And I got them in the Christmas shop. They were a lot cheaper than the John Lewis ones. I think I paid £7 for one and £6 for another. I also treated myself to these leggings. Has anyone tried them? I've heard so many mixed reviews. There's something that I've been wanting for ages. I know they're only £7, but I always have, like, if I've had money, it's always been designated to something for the children. So yeah, let me know. They feel really, really soft. Have to see. And I bought, it's in the works. I'm going to save it until we get our Christmas books out in November. In November, I always have a nudie Christmas tree for November. So maybe the 2nd week of November or something like that. Maybe I put up a nudie Christmas tree. And then I have 2 or 3 weeks of a nudie Christmas tree, which is just the Christmas tree with the lights on. And I get all of the books down. I find it's too much having everything down in one go, especially with young children. So yeah, I'll get all the Christmas books down. And then I have the nudie Christmas tree with all the books underneath, and so I'll add this one to it. Got quite a lot of Christmas books, and I've got some more here as well. But I wanted to show these to you because I know, like, if you're doing church fairs, I don't know if you've got raffles that maybe you're doing, or if you've got like Santa presents that you need to sort out for the church things. If you're doing stuff, I know our church does that, and I know our like the hall does that as well. And they have like Santa visits and things. So if you're looking for cheap presents for stuff like that, Hobbycraft have got tons of the kids stuff for like 50p, the little craft kits. And I found these books as well. And also, if you've got grandchildren, you could buy this pack and split the books up. Or like me, if you have your own children, you could just buy them for them. But it's a pack for £12, a pack of Christmas activity books. And there's 10 different ones in there. There's Christmas drawing book, magical Christmas activities, amazing Christmas activities, enchanted Christmas activities, Christmas dot to dot, Santa spot the difference, Santa search and find, Christmas picture puzzles, festive fun activities, and amazing Christmas mazes for £12. There's loads. And so yeah, you could split them up, couldn't you? I'm not going to open them because I don't want them to, the children will see them and then they'll just love them. And then they'll go, so I need to put them away. But they're what I bought. They also have, I bought some snack cups for them. They were £5. They're these great big red ones. I'm sure you'll see them at some point. They've got a bowl on top, and the children just thought they were so fun. So instead of Stanley cups, we're calling them the Santy cups, aren't we? Because ours are obviously the Santa Claus ones. And then my mum gave them some pocket money. And what did you buy with your pocket money?
Fun stuff.
Fun stuff. My mum gave them £5 each. Arden treated himself to some Spider-Man lunchbox boxes. He doesn't want to put his lunch in them. He might put snacks in one of them, he said, but he just liked them. So he got them. And Winry treated herself to a roll of sellotape, which she's very excited about having her own sellotape, and a colour by numbers, and then that's inspired her to make colour by numbers pictures for Arden as well. So yeah, we had a really nice time. Mum bought me some posh wrapping paper for my presents. She said, oh, you might not have any presents to wrap up. I said, that's all right, just wrap the tube up. Oh, it was lovely. You might have seen it yesterday in the John Lewis bit that I showed you. It was the wrapping paper that I showed in that. And she's got me a really fun advent book. In the works, there was like a murder mystery. I don't know if it was a murder mystery or just a mystery. But it's every day you read a clue and you have to try and figure out. I'm sure it's a murder mystery. You have to kind of figure it out. So every day you get to read a clue in this book, and then at the end of it you solve the crime puzzle. I don't know what I can't remember now. It's just good. Mum doesn't want me to remember, so I saw it and I didn't get a proper look at it, and then she confiscated it because I said, yeah, I'd be really interested in that. We had a really nice time at the cinema. It was a good film. We loved it. 10 out of 10, everyone said. So yeah, it was fun. I liked doing it. It was fun that I could get them because, like, thank you everyone who supported me on the shop updates that I've had. That meant I could just treat them to like the Gabby collection stuff, which I've never ever done that. I've never had that for me, and I've never done that for any of them. So that was really fun that I could do that. But my mum was just so impressed. That cinema, the Showcase cinema in Bluewater, is more money than the other cinemas. But the other cinemas are so close together, and it makes my anxiety bad because everyone's so close and you can like feel them kick in the back of your chair and stuff like that. Whereas the Showcase cinema, there's a lot of space between you and the people in front. You have recliner chairs, you press a button, you like gently recline, and yeah, it's just a completely different experience. And I've told Chris I really want to go back and so he said he'll think so. I said I don't care what film it is, I just want to sit there with my nachos, because I had nachos as well, and I said that they got the Gabby stuff, so I had the nachos, and me and Mum shared them, and I said to Chris, I just want to sit there with my nachos that he doesn't eat, which is I'd get them all to myself, and just watch a film. I said I don't care what it was, I just want to sit there on them lovely cosy chairs and knit. And yeah, I'm sure Mum would love to babysit for a bit, so I'm sure we could possibly make that happen. But I had such a nice time at that cinema, and I said to Mum had never been there, like I said, and after she'd been there, she said it makes you not want to go to the other ones. I said, well, now you know why I don't like going to the cinema. It's so stressful. And if I could afford it, I would just always go to that one. But I like watching them at home. But the Bluewater ones, the toilets are clean, the seats are clean, you've got loads of space. It's just a completely different experience. So that is somewhere I definitely want to go with Chris and have like a date. I don't care what film. If he chooses any film, I don't care. I'd just like to go back there. Right, I said I was going to do the knitting and I've sat and chatted to you. But I thought I'll show you them books because I was just putting them ready to go upstairs, and I thought, oh, I'll just show you quick. Yeah. Arden would like to show us his lunch boxes because they're very good lunch boxes, aren't they?
And I want to show you how this one lunch box turns into 2 more.
What? So how many do you have in total?
3.
3.
Another
one. And another one. And what's inside that little one? Let me see. One of Mummy's bees.
Got ya.
I'm going to do a bee pattern for today's free pattern. I will share that in a bit. But before I do, let's talk Christmas yarn. I would like you to tell me what Christmas yarn you've seen and what's caught your eye. So this is my Christmas stocking. This is my giant Christmas stocking. I had an advent. Me and Mum sort our own advents out, and this was last year's one, and it's a huge stocking. This year I'm going to have another set. I had to stop talking then, I can't remember what I was saying. I've got another one this year anyway for Chris. So Chris has got to fill my stocking up this year with presents, which will be nice. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, so let me know what Christmas yarn, because I thought let's end these Socktober vlogs with Christmas yarn, and it doesn't have to be 4-ply. What yarn has caught your eye? So I've got some of it knitted into this because this was a bundle I got off of eBay, and the lady does like lots of minis, and so this was sock yarn minis. I think there was 2 kits. There was a Christmas one and then there was a normal one, and so I merged it. This is green lambkin yarn. This is the gingerbread snowflake sparkle. I think it's sold out at the moment, but Suzanne has other Christmas yarns. And then this is one of my stash yarns that I've had for ages. Mum bought me this when I think I was pregnant with Winry, so about 7 years ago. Christmas tree. I've never used it because it used to sit on my side like an ornament. And then this one is what I chose to go with it. Christmas morning. They look lovely together, and I never could find like the perfect pattern, you know, and so yeah, but they're two of my ones. I did want to look at the mulled wine colourway from West Yorkshire Spinners, but the new John Lewis layout that they've done is just terrible. I tell you, I don't know how they're going to stay in business. I don't think they're doing well. That shop does not look good in Bluewater, so I don't know what's going on with them. But it's none of my business, is it? Let me know what dyers you've got your eyes on. It could be, normally I'll put one on the screen now of a couple. I'll just put them on the screen whilst I'm talking. A couple that I've spotted that have come up as like advertisements, and I've gone back to look at them to show you. But yeah, let me know what yarns you've seen, what dyers, and I can try and incorporate that into a video for the 31st. I'll try and go around and find Christmas yarns, and it doesn't have to be woolen yarn, it can be acrylic yarn. Winry's got a lovely Christmas acrylic yarn. I've got lots of acrylic yarn. It's only this year that I've been able to mainly work in posh yarn, as I call it. Yeah, acrylic yarn for me is lovely. I'm not a snob with that, and if you are, that's fine, each their own. Right, I'll show you these as well that I told you I bought. They're so cute. We always try and get something for our tree each year. Last year it was a glittery snowflake, and so this year these two are going on. We've got two on our tree, and we can never remember their names until we see them, and as soon as we see them then we remember their names. But these two are going on as well. So I thought, this is Chris holding Winry, and then this is me, and then that can be like when Arden was a teeny tiny little baby. I just thought that's us. I've just decided that was us, and we had to have it. It's like a little Christmas family. I love them. So yeah, let me know about yarns that you love, and I'll try and incorporate it into a video at the end. So I've been trying to think of what dyers might be doing special Christmas yarns, and yeah, but I'm going to leave that here today, and it's not even 10:30 yet, but I'm so tired and I've got so much washing to do, and I think this is a good place to leave it. Look how lovely and aesthetic that is. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you again tomorrow.